Well, John, it looked like you were fully, I don't know, as good as you've felt. A lot of movement. It seemed like there was a lot of life on your pitches. Did you feel as good as it looked for the most part?
I thought this stuff was pretty good. Really, I don't think I located that great. I think we got behind a lot of guys, walked a few, but it just kind of felt like there was a little bit of spraying going on. But we were in the zone enough to be effective.
Yeah. And health-wise and everything, you're feeling completely good out there, yeah?
Yeah. Nothing with the knee. That thing feels pretty good, pretty sturdy right now. Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good overall.
Yeah, and your job is to go out there and give your team a chance to win. You even if you weren't locating like you wanted to, you pretty much did that tonight, didn't you?
I thought so. Obviously that ball to the backstop's on me, but I don't know where that came from. That was just a yanked fastball, but then again, like we did battle pretty hard. And we stranded a stranded leadoff triple, so that was good. But there's still, I just really searching for that really good game, and it didn't happen tonight, but then again, we did battle and hold them there.
Yeah, to have a leadoff triple in what's basically your last inning, to bear down like that, to have enough to get the next three it shows kind of where you are, doesn't it?
I think so. Yeah, and just not giving in at any point, and to keep rolling, because I know that things are going to turn for us, and things will be a lot better.
Yeah, they're running the first, the leadoff single, he broke a bat, and then Alvarez slapped it on the other way. It's kind of like they hit a couple balls hard, but Adola's tracked them down, so you got to feel good about that.
Yeah, and I'll tip my cap to them. They put the ball in play, and they get rewarded for it. So, I'm just hopefully looking to miss more bats next time. I think that's going to be the key.
You got 3 straight starts now without any kind of health issue. I know after those first couple of IL stints, it's got to feel really good, honestly.
Yeah, it does, and I can't wait to get that brace off. So, I'm hoping this is the last time. But if we have to do it another time, so be it. But yeah, I'm ready to kind of break loose.
I know you said you still searching for that really good start. Do you feel like this is one you can kind of build off of to the next one?
I think there's a lot of good to build off of it. Yeah, I don't think it's something it's not the way I wanted it to go, but it's not something to kind of turn your head and not look at. But there's definitely a lot of positive to carry over.
Is that brace hampering you a little bit?
It's just a little heavy. It doesn't squeeze me too much, I guess, but it's just a little heavy. I could tell the difference throwing without it and throwing with it.
First, were you challenging that Brad didn't have a path to the plate?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's a little confusing. It's a tough one to win there. We thought he was in the baseline. His foot was in the baseline, but sometimes there's a little bit of inconsistency in how they call it and whoever's in the replay booth, and we knew that. We knew that it was going to be a tough one to win, but it was worth it. Obviously, it's a runoff Verlander. You got to try it. It didn't really affect us as far as the 7 innings without a challenge, so it wasn't too concerning, but yeah, that was tough because we put some pressure on him there in the first, just couldn't cash in.
Yeah, and then you proceed to play that game that you almost expected it to be, right? That low-scoring, close game with 2 really good pitchers out there.
Yeah, no doubt. Gray was good, and the rest of our guys were great, honestly, and B. Mart and Santana. So those are the games you wish you win. We had our chances, like I said early on that first inning, but also the ball to the backstop. Those are little details. Leadoff double in the 7th. We got to cash that in. We got to get that guy to third base and get him in with a run somehow there. A 2-1 game there going into that. Then we ended up scoring in the next inning. That run came back to be huge. A couple little things. Obviously, Adolis, I love his aggressiveness there. Just a couple things to talk through there with him. Just make sure he's got a little bit bigger primary lead. The guy was giving him times to steal, so I have no problem. I preach it. I'd be a hypocrite if I said don't run there, but I love his aggressive style. A couple of little details we got to talk through.
Yeah, and you mentioned John. Did he look to be, fully healthy, fully himself?
Yeah, no, I thought he was fine. I thought he was good. He's battling a little bit of execution. Pitch counts were running up a little bit early on, but settled down, and his stuff showed up good. The slider was really good. The fastball had some life to it. So, like I said, check mark. And you gave us 6 and only give up 2. It's usually a pretty good day. Could have been better, actually. if you look back at the first inning, it was kind of a jam shot hit that he gave up on the leadoff guy. But overall, it was good to see him out there.
And it's always good to see the fight continue. I mean, you get that run late, now you get a chance to tie it up.
No doubt, and we've done a decent job lately of winning close games like that. But like I said, it's just there's little details that in those games are critical. You have opportunities, you got to take advantage. You got to cash them in. Just like I said, we'll talk about a lot of those things and continue to move forward.